All right, folks, we're going to try this again. Apologize. The phone is definitely, it needs some love. So I may have to make an old purchase tomorrow. But back in action. Thank you. Thank you. All right, as we approach the half hour of power, we're back in action. Thanks. Apologies, guys. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. It's just one of those things when it's cold. I think it's like 36. I was going to be warmer than this, but it sure doesn't feel like it. Uh, and it could be that the phone is also 3 years old and Motorola likes to update. So my network itself is Google Fi, which works great. But I think it's a phone issue, and so we'll look into that. So in the meantime, we're on the air for the last half hour of power. And I just am really grateful that you guys joined me and learned so much about each one of you. And thank you so much. And of course, gremlins do happen. This is my fourth time. And doing this pro bono out in the middle of a nature path. So there's no outlet. So I think what I do is pretty awesome. So we'll get it better each time. And if you are tuning in, can you hear me and see the stream? Give me a old thumbs up and join the conversation. Thanks for getting back with us, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Apologize. Scheduled to arrive here in the next 5 minutes. We've got Alaska 3595 from Portland. And in the next 10 minutes, we'll have Delta connection 4621. And getting ready to depart is Delta 2335 Salt Lake City to CVG. I'm a little bit older, so you remember the times when you could first send a picture and how bad it looked on your phone? I think that was like in 2007, 2006 that I got my first picture phone. And now we're doing live streaming and still getting a few humps over, but I guess I need to get a new phone for my streaming. So thanks for your patience. Next broadcast, we're going for error free. There's the arrival from Portland on an E-175. Delta Salt Lake to Cincinnati on a 737 is getting ready to take off. And RW, if you're there, yeah. So Wichita, I think they did. Yeah, so they did the 100 and 200. I don't know if they did the. I think 400 was the first variant. Maybe that they did in Seattle. Not quite sure. But anyways, yeah, Wichita is an airplane manufacturing city. I hate to say this, but at any point, if we go off the air, I will do my best to get back on the air as quickly as possible. Got about a half hour left in broadcasting. This has worked out well, other than the phone deciding to, or my hotspot deciding to shut down randomly. I think it was probably just too cold, but you wouldn't think that would happen because phones usually heat up. So, thanks for joining us for the last half hour. Off she goes in Cincinnati. Speaking of Cincinnati, I love a good three-way chili. I'm not an onions guy, so it's just cheese, chili, and noodles. That's how I roll. If you're tuning in from Cincinnati. And Skyline chili over Gold Star any day. I will fight you if you think otherwise. So this is a new view for us. First time we're doing this. I think the next broadcast will be back in the parking garage, hopefully, and make it happen. But again, my apologies for the two technical hiccups where my hotspot just randomly shut off. So forgiveness is divine. Remember that. So we're still a work in progress, being just me, a camera, and a computer. Fourth time out. But I am still having tons of fun. I hope you are, and you learn a little bit each time to entertain and educate. Speaking of which, if you are tuning in and you see those numbers on the left side of the runway that go 10, 11, 10, 9, 8 down the runway, I always wondered what those are until I got in aviation, but that's a visual marker for the pilots to know how much runway they have left. So 11,000 is the approximate length of the runway from south to north. And as you see, so it goes down. So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And so that's a visual cue to the pilots and the captain that, okay, we're running out of runway or we need to take off. And it's just a good visual cue, kind of a unique thing. We'll be here for about a half hour more, actually 20 minutes more, as we wind down a great day of plane spotting. I was really excited to see that A330 take off on this side. And then also Southwest, the majority of their departures have been taking off on the west side, which has been a lot of fun. SkyWest 4265 from Eugene, Oregon. Inbound into Salt Lake City Airport in the next 10 minutes. Delta 1590 from Orlando. 737-900. It looks like they're going to route them to the. It looks like they're going to route them to the east and Frontier in from Las Vegas in the next 10 minutes. See if they move them to the west side or the east side. The west side looking down runway 34 left. We'll see if Frontier makes a visit to us. Cross my fingers on that one. Because I think they'll put the Delta flight from Orlando on the east side. Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday afternoon. Super Bowl just about. Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday afternoon. Super Bowl just about. Tuning in from abroad. We'll let you know when we're broadcasting next. Might be traveling, so we may be on location, or you might be back here in Salt Lake. So I'll let you know. And if you're new here, subscribe. I will put up a video the night before, letting you know where we're going to be at and at what time. And then typically an hour and a half, 2 hours, I will put up a video again reminding you that we're Planespottin live. But so don't forget to subscribe and like. I also think that once the weather gets warmer, some of these issues will subside. But I wanted to get started. I didn't want to wait. This is fun, man. This is cool talking to people and sharing knowledge and being part of the aviation world. I mean, if our dub's an F-15 pilot, that's a pretty cool job too. It looks like ATC is going to send Frontier on 34 right, and the Delta Orlando flight will be on runway 35. Salt Lake Airport, the configuration is 3 parallel runways and then like a small 4,800 foot like cross section runway on the east side. But your runways from east to west will be 1735, 1634 right, and then on the other side of the airport in the terminals would be 16 right, 34 left. It's a little knowledge for you. All right, so we should be seeing a few departures. It'll be Delta 25 or 20, Delta 906 going to Detroit, a west side departure, which is kind of cool. We got a little bit of battery life left, and time is winding down. So we'll probably shut it off when the battery goes off. And then I'm going to the Apple store to see what I can do to extend the battery life. So thanks for the likes, by the way, and the subscriptions. Cold and sunny Sunday afternoon here in Salt Lake City. High in the up 30s. We may have touched 40, but I'm sitting in the cold. A little bit of a stiff north wind. Thanks for the likes. Means so much. You know, nothing's built in a day. And so this being the fourth time, I think the location is great. I think the conversation has always been great. And we're just making things a little bit better each time. And thanks for your patience for the technical hiccups. It's just me. I tried convincing my dispatcher friend to join me, but and be the cameraman and the technical guy because he's pretty smart. But no luck yet as of yet. So we'll be shutting her down in the next 10 minutes, or the computer may shut her off for me because we're down to 10% battery life. If anybody's got any recommendations, maybe as a portable charger for a laptop, I would love to see those recommendations. So that would certainly help out the broadcast. Be broadcasting for another 10, 15 minutes. Then we'll be off the air. And if you're tuning in, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, because that way I will put up videos to let you know when we'll be broadcasting live. So here we are on the west side of Salt Lake City International Airport. We are currently on a nature trail that is very cool. Salt Lake City International has. You can actually walk on the south end of the airport from the west side to the east side of the airport all the way to South Temple. So it's about a 3-mile nature trail. It's a nice walk. Plus, you get to see some of the arrivals go right over your head. It's very cool. So definitely recommend that if you're Salt Lake City and you're at the airport for a few hours. Plus, it's free. And if you're staying at the Hyatt place, the trail begins there, or the courtyard. So, Delta 906, Salt Lake City to Detroit on an A321, taking the runway. If you'd like to donate, you can do so to Pasting on PayPal. Trying to get enough subscribers so that we can use YouTube's internal donation method, because parking does cost money, technology does cost money. So we'd sure appreciate your donations if you so choose. But if not, enjoy the free broadcast as 906 takes to the sky. Here live from Salt Lake City International Airport. We had the A330-900 from Salt. We had the London and Amsterdam. We also had United Express from Denver, which I don't see a lot on the west side, so that was kind of cool. It's just the little things that make a difference. And another great turnout, new subscribers, new viewers, great conversation. Appreciate our Dubs and him serving in the country, serving in the Air Force. He was in the Navy. Tools, thanks for the suggestions. And we're going to get to some more airports soon, but we're trying to perfect things here in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City, 25 minutes away from Park City. So you land in the airport, get in a rent car, you'll be at Park City at your resort in 30 minutes or less. And that, my friends, is pretty cool. Got some leftover pizza, go home and enjoy the Super Bowl. Maybe get some wings. Wonder how busy Buffalo Wild Wings is. Probably like through the roof. Don't think we'll be here in time to see the arrival from Southwest from Sacramento. And that's sad. But I do like the perspective that I gave you, a new one today, a little bit different, a little bit of entertainment on the west side here, just short of the approach lighting system. So only really about I want to say 600 feet from the beginning of runway 34 left. So pretty close up. And I like that. I'm going to work on getting a table so I can put the computer down, but I just wanted to focus on the stream today. I'm actually just sitting in a chair. Hi, everyone. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for your subscriptions, for joining the broadcast. Thanks for putting up with me being in the cold. Kevin and Rudy on Airline Videos Live, they've got it good. LA, 60, 70 degrees every day. Jealous, but I'm a real man. I can take the cold. I grew up in Chicago, by the way, so that's the other thing. So I'm a little bit rough and tough. Also, for you new viewers, give you a bit of my background. I was a flight dispatcher at a regional and major airline for 4 years. I was a journalist before that, but aviation, the bug hit me and bit me, and love it and loved it ever since. And so I'm going back to school. Hopefully, that I'll get some advanced degree to help lead an airline one day. I'm going to run this battery out to the very end. It's on 3% right now on my computer. So if it shuts down, my apologies, but it's almost time for us to go. So this has been a great 2 hours. Your movie for today had a few hiccups, but we'll get there. 2 hours strong. And I think what we'll do in the future is we'll do 2 hours in the morning, grab a little lunch break, charge up the old battery, and then do workout well, give you a little break, get some stuff done, then come back in the afternoon when you really need it, if you're at work or if you're across the seas, if you're just waking up, and it'll entertain you as well. One thing I wanted to bring up, if nobody hasn't checked out the stats, Denver had almost 70 million passengers last year, which is absurd. Salt Lake will get probably around 25. Denver's just a massive airport and is the largest airport as far as landmass in the entire world, I want to say. If you've ever been there and driven around, you know that. All quiet on the western side. All quiet on the western side as we get ready to wrap things up. Thanks for the likes. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a great day. My goal in the next 2 months is to make it to Phoenix and do broadcasting live, and then also Las Vegas, and maybe even Boise too. But in the meantime, we'll stick to Salt Lake. Well, it looks like we had just enough time to catch Lewiston, Idaho arrival on a 175 Delta Connection landing there. I think we can do it and hold out till 3. We started a little bit early, about 12:50, because I wanted to make sure we got things going the right way, and we did. The right way, and we did. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment, or you can also reach me on Instagram at 23, just the numbers, 23 Productions, 23 Right Productions, so 23R Productions. I'm always here to help and answer questions and love talking about aviation. Southwest Airlines inbound 737-700 from Sacramento. We actually caught it. It's a good day. So with that, I will make my list of thank yous. Thanks to RW Tools, everyone else who chatted and commented, Cindy, Infidel Fireman. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of this stream. We'll catch you again later this week. We'll let you know. Subscribe so that you get notified where we're going to be and when. But for now, I will say goodbye. Good luck to the Eagles and the Chiefs. And until next time, this is Pip saying goodbye and good night or good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are.